Hi guys, so I guess I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for the video overload with the past couple of days. I just wanted to, I don't know how many of you've read my testimony that I posted the other day, but I basically wanted to share like a second part, I guess, to that testimony about the body dysmorphia. Something that I struggled with all throughout my teen years. Yeah, it was something really hard to deal with, but thankfully the Lord has helped me overcome that. And I know most people don't really get why I'm just all of a sudden posting videos now, but this is actually something for me personally. I mean, it's to help all of you too, but for me, it's kind of like a healing, one step closer to my healing, because body dysmorphia is a really hard thing to go through. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into it and try not to be as awkward as I was yesterday. So this is body dysmorphia. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? Okay, yeah, sorry about my random fingers. Body dysmorphia. That's what it's called. Okay, I can't read that. A mental illness. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm just gonna have to read it to you in a minute. A mental illness involving obsessive focus on a perceived flaw in appearance. Basically, I think I told you about the acne in the other video, but that's what started. That's what mine started as, like a few little acne pimples, whatever, and they turned into like little scars. So like whenever I would go get ready in the mornings, I would focus on that particular flaw, and like I would keep rechecking in the mirror over and over and over, like it became an obsessive thing. And I read the scripture about, you know, the Lord looks at the heart, man looks at the appearance. And I'm really sorry if you guys can hear in the background my mom's using the magic bullet. Anyway, that's sorry. I promised I wasn't gonna be awkward. Yeah, I don't keep promises. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, anyway, before I start, I have to show you this too. It can affect any gender, age, or race. It has been known to cause individuals to commit suicide. Very serious stuff, you guys. No joke. It can really lead to your death. And I wouldn't post this video if I didn't feel it absolutely necessary, because I've actually had people on my Facebook commit suicide over something that someone said to them, and to me, that's so cruel. I will never understand why someone has to make someone feel low in order for them to feel high. I don't get that. I live to go out and make people feel good. I mean, I feel good making others feel good. But anyway, so I'm just gonna grab this little paper up here. Okay, so I keep this as a reminder. I promise I'm gonna get into the whole dysmorphia thing, but I just wanted to share this. This is something that I keep in my room at all times, so the minute that I wake up, I see it, and it reminds me that, can you see that? I'm all like creeper here. You are loved by the one who created you. That might seem little to other people, but to me, it's a very huge statement. And the reason for that is because I used to focus on what people said about me, and I didn't always have bad feedback comments. I didn't always have people saying bad comments to me, but as you all know, I love photography, and I used to use that as a cover-up, I guess, to like take away my flaws. Or I mean, obviously my skin's not that bright in real life. I'm really pale. I do have freckles, a little bit on my arms. I have a slightly crooked tooth. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really self-conscious about it, but I used to be self-conscious about it. I'm not anymore. But that's besides the point. I guess I'm just trying to say is that before God, the Lord, has brought me through all of this and started my healing, I would focus on what people said bad about me. And some of the things that they would say is that I was stuck up because I liked pictures. They said that I was fake, that I needed to be real because they wouldn't be able to tell, like if they met me, that they would not know that that was me from Facebook or Instagram because I look nothing like my pictures or whatever. So it devastated me, and I started to carry that around with me, and then it turned into my skin, the color of my skin. People said I needed to get sunlight, that I needed a tan, and there's just all kinds of things. It's not just one comment. It's I'm pale, I have freckles, I have scars, I have a crooked tooth, whatever. I'm too fat, I'm too small. I've had every comment in the book. But my point is that with all of those bad comments and everything, it's easy to get caught up in that when people are telling you basically who you are, and you know that you're not perfect enough for them. I'm just gonna lay this out here. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I love people, but there is no one in this world that is worth ending your life over. Not a comment. I don't care if people come at you 500 times a day. No one is worth that. My music just shut off. I'm a little bit sick, sorry, so if my voice sounds scratchy, I guess turn the volume down. Anyway. I've lost my train of thought. And by the way, these videos are not being edited at all. I know it would be a lot more better if I edited them and made them more colorful and pretty, and but it's authentic, it's me, I'm just being real. So sorry for those perfectionists. I'm just kidding with you guys. Anyway, I basically started believing everything that people said about me. I was going to the gym, and I had some rude comments about that my body wasn't how it was supposed to be, that I was doing too much cardio, not enough cardio, that my body needed muscle, that I needed to gain weight, needed to lose weight, I'm a stick, I'm a cow, just that kind of thing. So I started believing those things, and I used to not wake up in the morning and go to the mirror and think I'm cherished by the one who created me, or I'm loved, I'm so beautiful. God sees me as this rare gem, and he has created me into this amazing woman. I didn't see myself that way. I saw myself as just a disgust. I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want them to talk to me. I didn't want them to approach me. I didn't want them to be really close to my face, because I felt like that I would literally make them throw up. It was that bad. That's body dysmorphia. You really feel like you're causing people so much disgust that they literally could throw up just at the sight of you. It's really serious, and if I could help just one person that might even be traveling down that road, I would probably tell you that before it gets out of hand, stop it now, because you don't want to let it get out. You do not want to let it get out of control. I think mine got out of control when I was about 14. I was 14. That was my first relationship. Didn't end good, yeah, so that didn't help. But, I'm sorry. But whenever I would go day in and day out, where I just kept going to the bathroom and like rechecking my makeup, which, first of all, makeup you shouldn't wear. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm trying to stop wearing makeup entirely, but I wasn't exactly raised Pentecost, so it's kind of hard for me to be like 100% okay with not wearing makeup. I used to not dress modest. I used to worry about the approval of others, but now, as you can tell, I'm like, yeah, I would wear turtlenecks if I could, and I got my cross around my neck. Not that that's a big deal. I don't, yeah, you can't see it. Anyway, I'm so weird. Okay. Yeah, basically, I would wake up, and if I had somewhere to go, I would obsess about it the day before. I would be so nervous. I would be so worried that they were gonna hate me. I hated meeting new people. I hated going to a new church, to family gatherings. I would dread it. I would be like, do I really have to do this? And I mean, people, they thought I was weird because I kept going to the bathroom. Well, I was like, is this okay? Am I okay? Is my hair okay? Like, what do I need to do? I was constantly nitpicking myself to death, literally. I was picking myself to death. And, it was probably last year when I started to, oh, my throat's so scratchy. It was probably last year when everything started turning around for me because, I don't know, I just grew so much in my relationship with the Lord in the last year that the transformation, I could probably sit and talk here on, I don't know, it's like already 13 minutes, but I could talk to you guys for literally days about the transformation. But I'll save that for another day. Right now I just basically want to tell you guys about my body dysmorphia and the transformation, and basically that when you listen to the world and you let them determine how you feel and your worth, your happiness, everything, you're not going to be able to ever feel the way that God intended for all of us girls to feel, loved and accepted and holy and daughters of our king, of the King, the one true King. But you can't listen to what people say to you and then have like this thing where I know I'm loved by the Lord, but I gotta do this. I know I'm loved by the Lord, but I have to be this for this guy because that's his type of girl. So maybe I will just be what he wants me to be and still live out this life. But you can't do that because you start losing your identity in that person, and you start losing everything that you stand for. And it's beautiful what you stand for. If you stand for God, that's beautiful. You can't if a guy can't see that is not the most beautiful thing, if he can't see that, then it's not you with the problem, it's them. And that took me forever to understand, but woo, baby, I'm like glad that I learned that because, yeah, it's not a good place to be just always thriving on the world's approval. And oh my gosh, this Instagram thing with the selfies is so dangerous. I just have to put that out there real quick before I forget. I will jump to a million different things, I know, so I have to tell you right now that this whole selfie thing, do not even focus on any of that. Every single image that you see on social media, that you see on TV, that you see in the magazines, it has been altered. Any little feature that you compare your feature to another person's feature, any single little thing, eyes, nose, mouth, teeth, hair, it has been altered in some way or another. I don't care. Everyone's got filters. I do filters. I'm not gonna lie. I do filters. That's not how people really look. I'm sorry, but no, it's not. And it's a lie. it's manipulating and misleading, and people post things that they've edited the crap out of, basically. And I know this because I do it, and it's fake. It's not real. And I do it not for attention. I do it because I love photography, but there's a danger of how far you let it go. It can lead to danger, and I'm really careful now about what I post, how much I post, and I try to find the reason why I'm posting it. Like, I'm just taking some fall pictures. I didn't get any, so I was like, I have to hurry up and take at least like a couple, so you guys might have seen those. I mostly post food, so yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen that. That's kind of been a blessing to me to be able to love food so much, because I love pictures and food, so hey, it goes together. But anyway, back to my topic. My music shut off, so just hang on 1 second here. I feel so loud in my house, it's so small. But yeah, I listened to everyone's comments about me, and I started losing sight of how God seen me as this most beautiful person. And I can honestly say now, it doesn't bother me that I have imperfections. It doesn't. I mean, I'm looking at myself right now, and I'm perfectly content. I'm like, yes, perfect. That's God's girl right there. But I couldn't do that before, because I let everyone else's comments control my life and how I was going to feel from day to day. I woke up thinking, I would go to the grocery store, I would be like, I know this person is just thinking how ugly I must be, and I know that they're probably whispering about me, and they're probably saying, ooh, gross, and it's just, I don't know. I just had all these thoughts. I'm just sharing with you guys. It's personal, but I just want you to know that body dysmorphia is really serious, and it can get really out of hands if you let it. It could be a friend that makes you feel bad about yourself. Well, that's not a very good friend to have, first of all, but I have had a few friends that have actually kind of drove me into a little bit of body dysmorphia. So I can totally understand if you have friends like that. My intake on that, or my input, sorry, I get my words mixed around, is that they are the ones that really need the prayer the most. And if anything, you should know that people that say things about you, they are the ones that are hurting. They have something really deep that is bothering them, that is causing them to say those hurtful things to you. And you're amazing for not saying those things back, because I know it's very easy to say something really mean back, and I've never been that type of person. I've never felt good to bring someone else down, but I know there are tons of people like that in today's world. I mean, you just go to like a restaurant and people are mean to you just because they want to be mean, and it's nothing personal, not to do with you, or it's not bleh. It's not against you or something like that. Yeah, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. It's them. It's how they feel. It's something that's happened to them that's made them feel like being mean is the only option. It's the only way. And maybe they don't know Christ, but that's your job. That's where you come in. And the Lord says that we're going to deal with being persecuted and going through hardships, being insulted, and yeah, it's we're not going to be able to escape that in life, especially when we're taking our cross up and we're following the Lord, and we're laying our life down for Him, and doing all things to bring Him the glory, which is so beautiful, by the way. It's the most beautiful thing ever in my eyes. Anyway, oh my goodness, I've jumped around like a million times. Anyway, 1 Samuel 16 verses 7 is one of my favorites. I had to look at a piece of paper. I wanted to know what I was talking about this time. The Lord looks at the heart as man looks at the outward appearance. So what that taught me is that Whenever I got up in the morning, I tried something new after the Lord had spoke to my heart millions and millions of times. And you know what? I was actually supposed to do these videos a long time ago, and I'm just now getting around to doing them. And the guilt is just like so unbearable that I just finally had to break down on. I mean, I couldn't care about what I look like. It just had to be done because this is my calling, and I have to be doing something that's gonna make an impact. So yeah. Anyway, the Lord looks at the heart and man looks at the outward appearance. And yes, that is true. Psalm 139:13-14 says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that every part of you, God knitted together in your mother's womb, and before you were born, basically you were just this amazing, precious, this rare gem, just so beautiful, just radiant, amazing, shining, sparkling, the brightest diamond out of the bunch. You're just so perfect to God, and you didn't even know it yet. You were just a baby. You were being formed in your mother's womb, and that's so beautiful to me, because there's just no one in the world like that. You'll never find that with people. It's only with God, and that's my point. I'm finally getting to it. Whenever you listen to God and listen to that voice, as I was saying the other day, when you listen to that conviction, you wake up and you own it. You know, hey, I am the daughter of a king. I'm the daughter of the king of the kingdom, whatever. I'm smart. I know what I'm talking about. Just listen to me. No, just kidding. Yeah, just know that, you are rare, you're beautiful, and there is no one in this world that can match up to your beauty. We are all fearfully and wonderfully made, each unique. We all have our faults and our flaws and things that make us us, but that's beautiful. I mean, to me, it's authentic. It's perfect. You don't need to change anything about yourself. You don't need to fix your face, your hair. You are beautiful. I would say to girls that know what I'm talking about to start trying to do things on purpose that are going to make an impact on you, and stop listening to people's comments about you, because that's going to carry out through your entire life. I mean, there's always going to be the naysayers and people that have something bad to say about you. I still have people say bad things about me. Even after I posted that video, I had bad feedback about it, which if I would have listened to that, then, I mean, I wouldn't be doing another video right now. You just have to learn. You have to find that ground. You have to be grounded into the Word of God, and you have to know that you're special and you have something that no one else has to offer. And if you let God work in you, amazing things can happen. But if you try to do things on your own, and apart from Him, you can do no good thing. And I do mean that. And that's a scripture, but I just don't know the thing of it. Yeah. But yeah. Basically, when you get up, just be intentional. Try to compliment yourself. Just know that you're the daughter. Oh, my foot's showing, sorry. You're the daughter of the Most High God, and He loves you. There's not a single thing that He would change about you. You are altogether lovely, altogether wonderful, beautiful. I think if I can just really just give you my input on this whole thing, you're like a shooting star. I mean, when you wake up in the morning, like your eyes are all puffy and your hair looks like it's been shocked by an electrical fence. God is just up there thinking like, man, look at that beauty. Man, she's just like so radiant. She's sparkling. Look at that. Yeah, I'm weird, but I just want you guys to know that, seriously, I'm trying to be serious now. You are beautiful. I don't care if there's a guy right now, if there's a girl, a friend telling you that you're not good enough. Don't listen to that. God says you're good enough. He died for you, or Jesus died for you. And if that doesn't say you're good enough, if that doesn't scream, hey, you're good enough, then I don't know what's gonna convince that little mind of yours, because You are. You're more than good enough. You are worthy of so much more than you'll ever know. I will end it by saying that body dysmorphia can cause death, and if you let it get out of hands, honestly, you guys should probably Google it because I didn't give you that much information. I've just been babbling, but I would just, oh no, not my monkey ears. I'm gonna cover them back up. Sorry. Just kidding. I don't care. I do have big ears. It's okay. No, I would tell you guys to Google it and to really try to understand it, because if you struggle like I do with self-love and acceptance, then read it. Please do yourself a favor and read it, and pray about it, and I will pray for you, and if you need me, I will be here for you, and I would love to meet up with you. I would love to video chat with you. I would love to tell you all about my story and where God has brought me from, and just everything, just how he's healed me, and how this is just more steps to my healing, and getting my voice out there and just being posted for all to see me, just to show that, you know, I'm ready to take on the huge plans that God has for me. Yeah, I guess I'll end it now. I love you all, and I hope you have a good night, and happy Sunday. I can't find the button, that's embarrassing. Okay, now good night.